I got to talk to you about something that's been on my mind. It's about Toast POS. It is built for restaurants, designed specifically for food service industry. Toast understands all the needs of operators, from fine dining to fast casual. It really does. It's an all-in platform. From front-of-house ordering to back-of-house reporting, Toast streamlines operations, saving time and increasing efficiency. There's tableside and mobile ordering. Servers can take orders and process payments right at table, speeding up service, improving guest experience. And with the way labor is right now, I mean, I got to tell you, thank goodness for that, you know? If you're looking for a point-of-sale system, I highly urge you to check out Toast before you go and look anywhere else. That's toasttab.com. We love it. It is a fantastic solution. Today, we've got an incredible guest with us, Erin Walters. Erin Walters, CMO of Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burger. That's the CMO. That's Chief Marketing Officer. Jimmy, this is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Jimmy, you know, talking to you for so many years, I've known you a long time. I've known you've always wanted to be a Chief Marketing Officer. It was banking first.
An architect.
And then you wanted to be a Chief Marketing Officer. You know what it takes to become a Chief Marketing Officer, Jimmy?
You're going to have to tell me.
Okay. Well, first of all, you got to go to University of Georgia. Did you go there, Jimmy?
I didn't, but I love the Bulldogs.
All right. Well, then you can't become the Chief Marketing Officer of Freddy's because you didn't go to University of Georgia. But if you had, Jimmy, and you studied communications, right? And then you came out of that with that communications degree, you would have done a whole bunch of stuff, right? And you know what would have happened? You'd land yourself as Freddy's Chief Marketing Officer in 2021. And ladies and gentlemen, here we are with Erin Walters, the CMO of Freddy's. Erin, welcome to the show. It is great to have you here. Let's get into it, Jimmy, because we got a lot to get to, and Julie's been yelling at me.
Listen, I was very excited when I saw that we're going to be chatting because I have big love for Freddy's.
You are?
Okay, you guys you've gone from regional concept to I think over 500 locations now nationwide.
Yep.
Okay, and I understand there's some exciting developments recently, from menu innovation to digital enhancements to continued expansion, and you and the marketing team have been central to all of this. Can you share a little bit about what are some of the initiatives that you and Freddy's are focused on now?
Yeah, for sure. What the menu this year has been huge. So February 10th, a day that will be forever in my memory because it was huge. We did a full system-wide menu overhaul, brand new menu.
Really?
In all 550, I'll have you know.
On the same day?
It was, over the course of 5 days.
Okay.
So we were all live officially the end of that week. Really the biggest undertaking that the brand has ever taken as far as
that's a
menu.
big undertaking for anybody.
Yes, it was awesome. Cross-functional team. We nailed it. Really went off without a hitch, dare I say, which is, you can't say that all the time with something that huge.
No, you can't.
But within that, we had 2 burger innovations, 5 new custard innovations that are just really cool and different and
I love it.
differentiators. The introduction of tots to the menu permanently.
That's my favorite.
They're so good. Freddy's kettle chips, which, let me tell you, they're so good. So
Getting
it
hungry.
was, yes, I know, right? It is about that time. But yeah, so huge undertaking for the entire team. It wasn't just marketing. It was ops, training, purchasing, you name it. And then we've really just kind of built on that for the course of the last 6 weeks or however long it's been. Really focused on, okay, where are guests moving? How are they trading up? Are they buying the new products? They are. 1 in 4 guests are buying the new products.
They're loving the new stuff.
They're loving the new stuff.
Erin, let's talk about this new stuff. This is all your idea. Am I right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So
what did you just storm into the office one day and just be like, we're changing everything. I woke up last night and I'm in a cold sweat. We're changing it all. I mean, was that...
See, I like what Erin did there. You threw something down and she picked up and you're throwing it.
Exactly.
So was it all you, Erin? Yes.
So
it was all me.
You just stormed in. It's like, we're changing it all. And they're like, Erin, have you gone nuts? You're like, maybe.
Yes, definitely. I am nuts. No, this was 18 months in the making. We have an amazing chef on staff, Chef Rick Petralia. And a lot of these items we tested in stores.
Sorry.
They had been LTOs that were super successful, so
Oh,
they
yeah,
came
that's always
back.
a good one.
So it was not just my brainchild.
So it wasn't. So there was some help, but not a lot. Very little.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say 90% would
90%.
be.
That's what I
for
was
sure.
thinking. I was thinking 95. You went 90. I think we're in the same ballpark.
You know, who would I be if I didn't give the team a little bit of credit?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, you gotta
Little bit.
listen. Freddy's has a whole nostalgic 1950s-ish. Am I right with that? Like kind of theme,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But yet we're in a modern digital age.
Yes.
So granted, we want to keep that feel and that flavor of this old kind of nostalgic, but we need modern technology to help us run their operation. Can you talk a little bit about some of the digital initiatives over at Freddy's that you're working on and that you've come up with and created and helped develop as the Chief Marketing Officer?
Well, we're really lucky that we work with great partners like Olo. And
So Olo is one of your
Olo
strategic
is one of our
partners in your-
strategic partners of
Okay.
our tech stack. But really, over the course of the past 4 years, the tech stack, we're still in infancy. 4 years ago, I don't think Freddy's had an app, or maybe 5.
Really?
And so to see where we've come over the course of just a few short years is pretty amazing. We have a wonderful app, online ordering with Olo, and catering through Olo as well.
Oh,
is a
wow. So
big
you're
part
using
of what
all
we
the Olo stuff.
We're using all the Olo stuff.
Yeah.
We're Olo stands.
You're Olo. You're in on Olo.
In
all
on
in.
Olo.
That's
What do you
right.
think?
I like what you did there.
Well, I don't even know what I did there, Jimmy. I have no idea what I did. Did I do something?
It was magic.
It was.
It was you know who's very proud of that? Or
Me.
will be when he hears it?
Me?
Noah. Mr. Glass will be very pleased.
Oh, Noah.
That's
In on Olo? All in on Olo, you said?
In-
All in on Olo.
Maybe you'll get like
I
to
still don't understand. We didn't
Le-
whiteboard this.
you,
Alright.
you'll get to lead a panel at the next Olo Beyond
that-
conference.
really?
I feel like this could happen. This could be
I've got to talk about that, you know. Yeah, okay. Let's move on from this because I just want to talk about so you're all in on Olo. What initiatives? What's working best for you guys? What have you tried things that didn't work and you're like, scrap that? Like, what's what
For sure.
So, like, talk to me about the successes, a little bit about the failures. If you want to mention names, you can, but I don't care.
Okay. So we're coming off of a huge success. Actually, February 24th was National Steak Burger Day.
Yes.
We owned it. It would have been Freddy's 100th birthday. So it was
Wow.
really lovely brand tie-in. And so if you downloaded the app or if you already were an app user, you got the reward for a $1 original double, which was Freddy's favorite.
Wow.
We had over 100,000 app downloads that day. Many of those ran through Olo, through online ordering. You could order in any channel. That was a huge success. So it was a great way to kind of kick off the season for us.
I love it.
It was awesome. Of course, there's always failures, and we're always kind of learning and trying
Let's not
and
talk about
figuring
the
out.
failures because
But-
that was probably somebody else. That wasn't you.
No, of course.
Obviously, you had some bad people with bad ideas. Yeah. So let's just talk
But
about all the success.
you got to test, you got to trial, you got to figure out what works. You got to see what your guests.
But you're responsible for the success.
Yes.
The
Again,
failures, that
another-
would be somebody else. Am I right?
I'll give you, by
Correct.
the way, I think the Freddy's $1 on what would have been his 100th birthday, February 24th, big success, rolling
Yes.
back the price
Erin's
to $1.
idea.
And not a Freddy's mistake, but Milwaukee Brewers rolling back the clock to like beers for a nickel. That event, that activation, big fail. Bad game for the Brewers, bad game for the fans. So Freddy's rolling back the price point,
It's not
dollar,
just
excellent.
it's not.
You
just
can't just
the
roll
money.
back. You can't
It's
just
not
roll back.
rolling
But-
back price.
And you also can't roll back for beers. But anyway,
Well, I don't know. Don't you remember like Penny Beer Night in college? Certainly in Athens, Georgia, we had that, and I
Yeah.
did
I
only
feel like
spend 5 cents, and it was a
I
great
remember
night.
we used to. I mean, I remember we had a place in New York City. Otherwise, Duke's was one of our restaurants, and we used to do like dollar Bud Lights and stuff like that. You don't see
well,
that.
I don't know if I don't know if it's politically correct to say Duke's had White Trash Wednesdays.
Yeah, is that bad? Well,
And
that
you
was
had a
big
bucket.
deal.
You had a bucket, and you used to
Wait, with
you
PBRs?
used to take PBRs or Natty Lights or the Black Label, whatever, the
Yeah.
black, and you used to sell. It was $5 for a 5-pack, and you give the 6 beer for free. And I think Duke single-handedly
Did you-
brought PBRs back. Bought
So on
Pabst back.
White
Isn't
Trash
it-
Wednesday, we used to run those at Duke's,
Yes.
right? If you came in with a wife beater, did you get something better?
I think you took my
Was that-
politically incorrect comments and you
got a
leaped.
you
You
got a
leaped to
12
a whole different
That's what
level.
I was doing.
Yes,
That's
you
what
went-
I was doing. So the wife beater on white trash Wednesday.
I think it got
You
your
came
phone
in.
back.
Well, by the way, we're gonna get Boyd. We're gonna be shamed. We're gonna be shamed. All right, listen. I want to talk about loyalty.
Yeah, let's talk about loyalty.
Freddy's has very loyal guests. You have a incredible loyal guest base. They are passionate about all this Freddy's. Now, I want to understand. Tell me if you have a story. Give me a guest experience, or give me a story about the length that Freddy's people have gone to experience Freddy's, if you can share one. Okay, it's a special brand. People are loyal. What do you got? Any stories about?
And you can make it up. We won't know.
No, there's so many good
By the way,
stories.
I think she has one. Because I think that question was
I just want to make her feel
specific.
comfortable. She could just make it up.
I think it was.
Just flying by the seat of my pants.
Flying by the seat of her pants.
There is a gentleman in Wichita, Kansas, who comes in every single solitary day at 10:30 a.m. The manager knows him. He goes to the car and meets him because he's an older guy and helps walk him in. I mean,
Every day?
Every day.
What time do you come in?
10:30, right when we
10:30.
open, and he has his little meal.
What's his little meal? What's his go-to?
You
The
know, I
same
don't
meal?
know that. If I'm guessing, he's an older gentleman. I think he's probably having an original double or a single.
Original.
Mhm.
Delicious.
But there's so many stories like that in the
Right,
brand. Every year at our conference, we kind of do a call out to our team members, and we go through and read submissions even about team members and the awesome things that they do every day. And it brings you to tears because it's like there's so many good people in the restaurant industry at Freddy's who just every day do things the right way. We call it doing it the Freddy's way. And so I love stories like that. It's just sweet.
By the way,
time.
I'm going to violate some Freddy's law, but I'm going to share the secret ingredient to that. To what makes that work. Freddy's secret ingredient. I'm sharing it right now.
Go ahead. Let me hear it, Jimmy.
Love.
It's true. It really
I'm
is.
not kidding. It's caring.
It is caring.
And that is what when I do speak to folks about Freddy's, including some of your team members, some of the executive team, but there is a big love of Freddy's, and I think that has to go both ways. And that's the people that work at Freddy's really do care about their guests. I think that's magic.
They do. It's steeped in tradition. It really is what we call the Freddy's way, with genuine
Freddy's way.
hospitality. I didn't know Freddy, but when people talk about him, that is how he was, and so kind of acting like how Freddy would act is wonderful.
This is when Shatsy uses the
gotta tell you,
soundboard. It's magic.
Because when I got to be when you start talking about these stories,
Yep.
like this old guy who gets the same thing every day. It's like, does Norm say hello?
Yeah.
You know, like that manager.
How
could
fun?
be like,
How fun is our
Is this guy like Norm? And the manager's like, hey, Norm. He's like, hey, and they brings out.
Yes.
All right. I do like this. Taking a moment. Probably,
It's an Olo moment. What
Cheers.
This is.
You know,
it's
Cheers.
an Olo Freddy moment.
100 people surveyed top 5
Yeah,
sitcoms
I
of all
still
time.
don't think that was right.
Well, I think the problem was I said 30.
Ask Erin. Ask Erin.
All right.
Ask Erin the question.
Top 5 all-time favorite sitcoms. Top 5.
Okay.
Well, not your favorite, the top rated, no?
Sorry, not your favorite. What you would think would be the top 5 all-time favorite
Right.
sitcoms. All-time most loved sitcoms.
Friends, Seinfeld,
Boom.
Laverne and Shirley.
No, but good guess.
What was the other one with
Yes, it was
Ricky?
like 1978.
It's a
I
legit
know.
guess. By the way, she wasn't even born then. How does she
No,
even
we
know
know
Laverne and
Laverne and
Shirley?
Shirley. What are you
How does she
watching?
even know Laverne and Shirley?
Nick and Freddy even know.
You bang Friends. Well,
Erin, you were up here, you're down here.
Well, you bang Friends. You said
I can't
Seinfeld.
anymore.
All right.
I've run out of them.
By the way, we just played the theme song.
Oh, cheers.
Boom. Good. We're good. Okay. I want to go back to our roots. Okay. Something that we used to have in restaurants 20 years ago, or that we'd like to bring back. Something that you'd like to bring back that we had in restaurants, 2 decades ago.
Man, not carpet.
By the way, not carpet. I agree. The supermarket downstairs from my apartment has carpeting, and we won't go to the supermarket because we feel that is just wrong. Carpeting in the supermarket.
I gotta say, sometimes restaurants, like full serve, like the colas on the Upper East Side we go to, they got carpeting. It's like it's so old. It's like from 1969, and it's like they got carpeting in there.
Yeah, not a fan. So we're not doing that.
We're not doing carpeting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something like what is nostalgic for me that I miss at a restaurant. I mean, I think there is something which we do try to implement is where you do feel welcome and you feel like a home and you experience that genuine hospitality. And I think you probably loved that 20 years ago and you love it today. So if you get it somewhere, you go back. Even if they have carpet.
Yes. No, that's something, because Nicola's, it's an Italian restaurant that Jimmy and I frequent. It's been open, like, family run. It's out of 1960s. They have carpet.
But you're
But
still
it's like
going.
I expect carpet there.
Yes.
If they had like
Hopefully it's just really dim lighting.
it's very
Yes. By the way, Aaron, if this tells you anything about this restaurant, when Chatsy and I dined there, we're the youngest customers in the room.
Well, then you know it's
There's
good.
people
Okay.
with
We're the
there's
youngest
people
people in
with,
the
like,
room.
oxygen
I
tanks.
feel great there.
I'm not kidding. They have
I
oxygen on
feel
wheels.
like Superman when I go to that restaurant. I'm like, we're the youngest people here.
You're looking
We're
good.
looking good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, go. Jimmy,
No.
I got to take a break.
All right, let's take a break.
I got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, because we got which came first, hot or not, and quick fire. Okay, don't go away. And we are back, and I got to tell you, we are sitting here. It is the 20th anniversary of Olo, Jimbo. 20 years of
20
Olo.
years.
And this is the Olo 20th anniversary song I'm playing right now.
Is that right?
Yeah. This is the special Noah Glass.
You get permission from Noah to name this the
he
the
played
official song?
A lot of people don't know he played the trumpet. This is him playing the trumpet.
Man,
He
Back
did. He
in
did
the
play.
talent.
He did play at the White House,
Yeah, he played the White
but I
House.
don't think he played the trumpet.
He
I
played
think
something.
I think he sang.
Well, he sang. He played the
He
trumpet.
was in the.
He's musical. He does it
He
all.
was in the Yale.
He does it all. You know.
He was like in the Yale Glee Club.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're here. You know what? We're not here with we're here with Erin. Okay, from Freddy's frozen custard and steak burger. Okay, and let me tell you, they're doing some great things. So we're playing which came first? Are you ready, Erin?
I'm ready, I think.
All right. Which came first? Olo or YouTube?
YouTube.
Jimbo, do you care to guess?
I think it's close. I'm gonna go Olo, but I don't know. I think it's close.
From what I'm seeing here, they both started 20 years ago.
Wow.
So it's a tie.
It's a tie. It was a
According-
trick question.
We can't get the month to break the tie. All right, tie. It's a tie.
We'd have to dig
It's
down.
a tie. It's a
So
tie.
you have a direct line to
Hey,
to Noah?
Siri. All right. I'm kidding. All right, which came first, DoorDash or Domino's online pizza tracker?
Oh, man. I'm going Domino's.
Jimbo?
I'm going with Aaron. I think it's Domino's.
It is Domino's. 2005. DoorDash or 2013? All right, Erin, this is going to be a big one for you.
Okay.
And keeping your job.
Okay. Oof. Okay.
Wow.
Let's go.
A little pressure, Aaron.
Which came first, okay? Freddy's first franchise location
Uh-huh.
or Chipotle going public? This is for Erin's job right now.
Chipotle?
I'm just.
Jimmy, you can be a lifeline for Erin.
No,
She needs a lifeline. She
I
needs
just,
a
I
lifeline.
just think this was intentionally set up that Freddy's came first. This had to be Freddy's came first.
Freddy's came
Had to be
first.
Freddy's
Erin,
came first.
Freddy's came first.
Had to be Freddy's came
Thank
first.
God Jimmy's here.
Yes.
Because he was
Thank
your
you, thank you.
lifeline.
Had to be Freddy's
It was
came
like
first.
playing Who.
You can cut that.
Who wants
right?
to be
Yes.
a millionaire? But it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yes.
And you called Jimmy,
Yes.
and Jimmy got you. And
Okay.
Jimmy got you. But
Okay,
by the
thank you,
way,
thank you.
it was very close.
What was-
It was
yes.
2005 was their first franchise. Chipotle was 2006.
Oh, man. See,
It was
so
close.
It's a trick question.
It was a trick question. All right, listen. Where are we going now? We got the hot or not. Oh, we're going hot or not. All right,
Okay.
Jimbo?
Yes.
All right, Erin's going to crush it at hot or not. I'm going to switch things around here. I'm going to go with my special hot or not music that everyone really seems to adore. Here it is. Jimmy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Erin, are you ready?
Yes.
Hot or not?
Okay.
Over the top social media campaigns.
Hot.
LTOs.
Hot.
Olives as her burger topping.
Olives only belong in a martini.
Well, we needed something for an O because it was Olo.
See, yeah.
So it was over the top. It was LTOs and it was olives as a burger. I don't know. I could have come up with something else, but yeah, olives. So olives are on a burger is not hot.
No.
Yeah.
Jimbo, do you want to opine on any of these?
I want to ask Aaron to share more about LTOs because
Yep.
first of all,
She
limited
said like crazy.
limited
hot.
time offers. She went
Right.
crazy hot.
Went weird.
I happen to think, first of all, we agree. We think it's such a way to kind of surprise and delight, guests, bring folks in, talk a little about LTOs and maybe things that Freddie might be doing to make that magic happen.
Well, and for us, the two new burgers on our menu were our most popular LTOs. So then LTOs have the ability to become permanent menu items, which guests are so happy about. But for us in LTO, our LTO strategy is rooted in data. We know that it's important to maybe new guests to see what we have, to drive guests back who maybe have lapsed. And it's a way to do something cool and different. Not an olive, but
Yeah, that's weird.
what could
What
we
about
put?
the pits? Could you imagine?
No, you break a tooth.
Yeah, I don't.
I think that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah.
But we have a new. You're hearing it here first.
Okay.
Oh,
just
new
breaking
Chatsy,
news?
Chatsy,
Wait a
breaking
minute, wait a
news.
minute.
A new LT. Oh, breaking
news.
Jimmy, I've got something coming in. We're the Erin Walter right now, CMO of Freddy's. Breaking news. It's just coming in. We're breaking it now. Erin, what can you tell us?
Our next LTO drops April 30th,
April 30th.
April 30th, new LTO.
and it is a barbecue brisket steak burger. 2
The
patties.
barbecue brisket steak burger. Jimmy?
Gonna be so good.
Barbecue. By the way, that's an awesome.
That's the
an awesome-
BBSB, Jimmy.
The
It's
BBSB?
the Freddy's BBSB.
BBSB.
April 23rd, am I hearing?
30th.
April 30th.
30th. And I got to tell you, if you go online to Freddy's.com, right?
Mhm.
If you put in the promo code SHATSY, you get 25% off right now. I just made that up, so don't do that.
Yeah,
anybody.
actually, if you put it in the code
Not even
Chatsy,
online right
you
now.
can
Your
still
computer will crash.
you can still buy the burger.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I mean, that was real breaking news.
It is real breaking news.
I mean, wow. I mean, CNBC, eat your heart out.
They
We've got
nothing
going on here,
They got
right?
nothing on us.
Killing it. All right, Wait, did we do the quick fire?
We know we have to do the quick fire.
Oh, we'll do the quick fire.
We
All
gotta
right,
do
let me
quick
get some
fire.
quick fire music, all right? Jimmy,
Yeah,
don't
quick
get,
fire
don't get
music.
sad. Aaron, we're going to do the quick fire.
Don't get sad.
Oh,
Because
Aaron,
Jimmy
every
sometimes
time
gets sad.
Shatsy uses the soundboard, he feels like he's amortizing the cost of that thing down dramatically. He loves using the soundboard.
I'm into it.
Soundboard's
See?
good.
Yeah, I
I
love
love
my
the
desk.
soundboard.
Nah, you're yucking my yum right now.
Nope,
You're yucking the
I
yum.
love the soundboard.
All right, Aaron, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're stranded on a desert island.
Uh-huh.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Wi-Fi, though.
Okay,
I don't know
great.
why, but you do.
Okay, great.
You got one show.
Starlink.
You got one show you can binge for you there for 5, 6, 7 years. I don't even know, 3 years, whatever it is.
And
You
your
got
phone,
one show.
and the
Yeah.
battery of your phone will last for 6 years.
Yeah, whatever. What are you binging?
Well, that's really not that tough for me because I am obsessed with Bravo and all things Real Housewives. So I would just binge the Real Housewives. If I had to pick a city, I might pick Beverly Hills.
Wait, what do you mean the city? What's the city?
There's
city of
different
Real
ones.
Housewives.
Atlanta, Beverly Hills, New York.
If she was,
So if I could go all
if
the
she,
way,
if she,
I'd
could,
watch
she could
it
have
all.
all
Got
of them. She had
It
to
was the
pick one as
Housewives of
Beverly
Beverly Hills. There's so many housewives now.
There's so many housewives. And actually, what's great is none of them are actually housewives. They're just
But
ridiculous.
the OG was New York City, wasn't it? Or was it Beverly Hills? What was OG? The Real Housewives of New York or the Real Housewives?
Oh, yeah.
Because Bethany was like,
Yeah.
wasn't
Oh,
she the
yeah.
real
Love
original,
that one, actually.
right? That was Real Housewives of New York City. Ramona, whatever. Anyway. All right, we're playing the quick fire. Listen,
Secret
By the way,
Bravo
Bachelor-
celebrity.
Chatsy is well
I am a
versed in all
full
things.
I am full
television.
out of the closet bachelorette lover.
Love it.
I love it. Love
Reality TV is mindless,
Yeah.
and
I'm
I need
still
I
Survivor.
need that.
Still Survivor. Love Survivor. Still. All right, listen. What was the last thing you Googled?
Oh God, my Google search is so embarrassing. I've
No, but
like
don't
at
be
all
embarrassed.
times.
Let's hear it.
No, what did I Google? Oh, for sure. Yesterday when Mark Wahlberg was
Yes.
talking, I was Googling like Mark Wahlberg
Like
movies.
Wikipedia stuff?
Yeah. Because he was talking a lot about
Hey,
Lone
listen.
Survivor, and so I looked that up.
Obviously, you want to see about Mark and see how were his abs in that Calvin Klein commercial.
They were top notch, just so
Yeah, I
everyone
mean,
knows.
By the way, I know it's a quick fire, but Mark Wahlberg is on my wife's laminated 5-person list.
You know,
Like,
I
if my
almost
wife,
altered
if
mine.
Barbara's here,
Okay.
and yes, well, Mark Wahlberg, like she's allowed to hook up with Mark Wahlberg.
I mean,
Like it's on the list.
Yeah, why not?
I think my list got altered yesterday because he was so good.
He is good.
Yeah,
He was so
yeah.
great.
What, can I ask some of you? It altered. Who was on the list? That who do you
Got
bump
bumped.
off?
I'm gonna have to really take some time. I mean, Brad Pitt's still my number one.
Yeah, Brad Pitt. I gotta tell you, he's handsome.
He's a handsome man. But
He
listen, Mark.
Mark's got game. He was a Calvin Klein model, and he was a rapper, or is it a rapper?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's a rapper.
And
is
he's
that
got
what
the
you-
brains.
I
That's
mean-
what I didn't know.
Yeah,
He's
all right.
smart. He's wicked smart.
He's so wicked smart.
How do you take your bagel on this quick fire? What's a bagel order for Aaron?
Yeah. I like an everything bagel with just regular plain cream cheese.
You're speaking.
Toasting?
You're speaking Shatsy's
You
language.
toasted?
Toasted.
Because I gotta be honest, that's a solid order.
Solid order. We've had some strange orders today.
We
had blueberry bagels. We had roasted
muffin.
tomato spreads.
well?
I'm hearing a salt bagel with cheddar cheese. What the heck is going on here?
Nope.
You're like, oh, everyone could do what they want to do. You can't do what you want to do, Jimmy.
I think when it comes to bagels, you
can you put cucumbers on a pizza?
Cannot do that.
All right, then you can't put it's weird. It's just weird. Like pineapple on a pizza. It doesn't belong. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Well, mine was custard, not ice cream.
Well, what was your favorite? What's your favorite custard?
Good answer.
Flavor.
Our vanilla is lights out, the best vanilla.
It is.
I will say though, I did have a 5-year stint at Marble Slab Creamery where I consumed a lot of ice cream as well.
And what'd you do there?
I was the director of marketing.
No, I mean, what'd you do there? Like, what was your slab that you would?
Oh, well, there was and I'm forgetting the name of it, which is terrible, but it was blue, and I was like, "Am I a 12-year-old boy?"
Oh,
like
really?
the blue cotton candy. That's what it was.
Oh,
it was so good.
Did they put real cotton candy and they smooshed it all around?
Whatever it was so good. So that was that's my favorite ice cream, and vanilla custard at Freddy's is my
I love it. I love it. You challenged Jimmy or I to a game of Tetris. Are you a big Tetris person?
No.
I don't know where we're coming up with that. It's like it used to be these quick fires when we would talk about who would get better odds at beating. Usually the guest had something like, oh, I love Tetris. Like, do you like Tetris?
No.
I've never even played it.
I mean, I have, but
but it's not like some special. Yeah, it's like a long time ago. Who'd you beat in Tetris?
Probably no one. I mean, I think my kids could probably beat me. They're doing Minecraft, which is the new Tetris.
Did they see the movie yet?
No,
Did you see the movie? Did anybody see the movie? It's a big movie.
My Sylvia and Barbara saw the movie.
They did. Did they like it?
Not so much.
Really?
Not so much.
It doesn't seem like
doing
it.
really
but I want to be
well
very clear.
in the box
I'm a big Jack Black fan. I really.
everyone likes Jack.
I like
Black.
Jack Black, but I didn't see the movie, so I'm not shaming. But my wife and daughter said, "Eh."
I think the movies that come out in theaters are so bad that when something comes out with an actor you like Jack Black,
just
so likable, I think a lot of people just want to go see because they like him and they want it to be great. No,
Did y'all see Wicked?
Yeah, Wicked's a different level.
Wicked was magic.
I mean,
It was
Jillian,
magic.
Wicked was magic.
Jillian saw Wicked in the theater.
So did I.
4 times.
Wicked was
In the
magic.
theater, paid
Same.
money, and then it came out and paid again, before it was streaming.
Well, we need to owe it for $20 and watch it whenever we want.
Yes.
Good Lord, you and Jillian just be dandy friends.
Wicked was
Just
magic.
Dandy friends.
All right, Aaron, I want to thank you so much for taking time out to be on the podcast with us.
Day.
We know it's at the conference. It's jamming. We appreciate our friends and partners at Olo.
It is jamming.
Doing this with us and continued success. If people want to find Freddy's, find locations, where do they find Freddy's online?
Freddy's.com. You can find a location near you. We've got over 550.
And if anyone wants to get in touch with Erin and talk about all things Freddy's, you can email the podcast team at podcast@brandonstrategic.com. We'll be happy to connect you. And with great appreciation, Erin, thanks for doing this with us today.
This was so fun, guys.
Oh, this was great. Erin, thanks so much. We love her from the Hangout. Cheers, everybody.